Hello Internet and welcome back to Diablo 3's Let's Play.
Let us seek honor together, my friend.
Yeah! Alright, so last time what happened is that we killed King Lyric, who was the Skeleton King. And, you know, we found this guy. No, not you, Cormac, but this guy right here. In the robes, and apparently this guy lost his memory and stuff like that, so what's up with that, right? So let's talk to Deckard Cain.
I found him at the center of the crater.
No man could survive such a thing. Who are you? What are you?
A warrior, I think. I came bearing grave news, but I cannot remember.
Your message might be all that can save us from impending doom.
Alright. Impending doom!
Tell me everything you remember, stranger. Every detail.
Falling. Fire. A sword of great power. It was part of me. But it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is vital that we find those pieces. I believe the sword made whole will restore your memory.
The goatmen are rampaging through the fields. Could the sword have anything to do with that?
Of course, of course. Just as the dead rose around the stranger, the sword pieces drove the goatmen to madness.
Then I will slay them and return the sword to you.
I always find that Deckard Cain logic extremely far-fetched. You know, oh yeah, you had a sword, it was powerful, alright, cool. You know, if we bring it together, we'll restore your memory. Like, what? How does that happen, right? But then again, he is supposed to be portrayed as a poor fool. I mean, how old is he now? Like 115? I don't know. Because he was already very old in Diablo 1, so... And that was at least 20 years ago. So, holy crap. Anyways, we got some more dialogue, so I'm going to talk to him some more. And see what's up with the Horadrim.
The Horadrim were powerful mages gathered together by the Archangel Tyrael to defeat the 3 prime evils, Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal. They devoted themselves fully to the destruction of the demon lords and left behind valuable tomes and teachings.
How did you become the last of the Horadrim?
My ancestor was the leader of the Horadrim, Jared Cain. When the Horadrim died out, their tomes stayed in my family. I was thrilled by tales of the Horadrim as a little boy, but it wasn't until I returned to them as an adult that I realized they contained deeper truths.
So what that tells me is that Deckard Cain is not necessarily like an official Horadrim. It's just something that, you know, he believes in because his ancestor, you know, they got picked by Tyrael, and this is like, I don't know if, like, he mentioned it briefly, like, the Horadrim got picked by Tyrael to fight the Lords of Hell, and, like, he wasn't chosen. Like, I don't think that it could be like a legacy thing, like a family trait, or like by blood, you still have the power to be a Horadrim. But the way I understand it, he just like reads a bunch of books. So, like, he's not a fighter. He's not like a great wizard or anything like that. So I think that's what makes him unique as a Horadrim, is the fact that, well, he's not really one, right? So, but we kind of like to think that he is. Now you got something else to say. The Archangel Tyrael.
Tyrael is the angel of justice. He has been helping mankind for generations, though he is forbidden to do so in any direct manner. Long ago, the high heavens and the burning hells made a pact as a result of the Sin War that they would not interfere in our world.
The demons have broken this pact. Why does Tyrael do nothing?
The Angiris Council, the archangels that lead heaven, almost destroyed our world once to keep the demons from spreading their corruption upon it. If Tyrael were to act directly, it would alert the Council to the demons' activities here and imperil us all.
Yes. That's, I don't want to comment on every single dialogue but this is like an important part of, you know, the Diablo lore. And it's just a shame that he just, like, skims the surface, but then again, the game's supposed to be fast-paced, so I understand that. Actually, like, in his room, there should be, like, a huge library where he can read tons of backstory, but then again, what would be the point of reading the actual books based on the Diablo games? Because Diablo 1 hinted of the Sin War. Like, as you delve into the dungeons, there were books lying around, and as you would read them, there would be, like, actually a very deep-voiced, like, a voiceover, like, that would read text on a book, and it would tell a tale of this Sin War. Essentially what that is, it is a battle that happened after the creation of the world, and the Sin War was created, well, not the Sin War was created, but the world was created to get away from an even bigger battle. You know, angels and demons were fighting way before that, way before the creation of the world, and a few of the demons and the angels grouped up together to hide away in Sanctuary. That's why the world is called Sanctuary, and they're hiding. I probably already mentioned this already, but I just wanted to reiterate that. And then what happens is that they're still trying to gain control of the world, but they don't want the outside forces of angels and hell to be aware of Sanctuary, because they want them from themselves, and they're pretty much tired of fighting the epic great war that happens elsewhere. So that's one of the reasons why, like Decker Kane mentions, that Tyrael can't really do anything about it, because it would just, like, because if heaven, the great heavens would find out about Sanctuary, basically angels would come in to just wipe out the entire world, because to them humanity is a disease, as opposed to the demons, who would probably want to enslave the humans, you know, for great power and blah blah blah. It'll get complicated because heaven and hell, it's hard to keep track of which heaven and hell we're talking about. I'll get to that after I talk to this guy.
You can recall nothing else?
Only that there were surges of light and a kind of pain.
How do you fare now?
The emptiness gnaws at me. It is a constant frustration.
Remain calm. The sword will be returned to you soon.
Yes, your memory. So, like I was getting at, there's essentially two hells and two heavens. I think that's the best way to portray it, because there's Sanctuary, and then there's heaven and hell, obviously, but there's that bigger war that I mentioned that goes outside of the Sanctuary.
If there's a sword here, we will find it.
Yeah. And they don't really mention, like, it's very gray as far as where the my game has to load. Kind of bad. It's a very gray area to where the line ends between where our heaven and the heaven starts and ends. basically the hell that you know from Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 is just the hell that we know from Sanctuary. That's a skill to unlock. Oh, yeah, I'm level 10 now, eh? Okay. Well, that's kind of dangerous to do that here next to poison. But, yeah, and there's a tree coming in. So... Alright. Let's see. Skills. I'm just gonna pick one. I'm really comfortable with this one. And... Volt and Slow Screen. Yeah, I'll do it like that. I'm okay with that. Because I've been playing a character lately that has these two swapped. So, that might get confusing for me, but we'll see. Oh yeah, there's a new lore.
Some time ago, I revealed that the Khazra, or goatmen, were originally humans until the Vizieri corrupted them. For many years, these creatures were simple and lethargic. These days have ended. Khazra attacks are widely reported, and the number of fatalities is higher than anything in my records.
Yeah, the Moon Clan, those, I used to call them Minotaurs. Because to me that's what they looked like in Diablo 1. And there were a lot of them too. What I find particular now is that they only seem to appear outside now, like they're more like of an outside tribe, and they're in caves. There's a cave, a couple of caves actually, where you can see like a Moon Clan. And like caves like this one. Oh no, that's a scavenger den. Okay, yeah, in Diablo 1 they used to be like in the catacombs and stuff like that. So it's, for me, it's an odd shift, but I kind of like it. It makes them more, like, it's more fitting for them to be outside with like totems and, you know, drumsticks. Like you'll see. Alright, so protection trend. Oh.
I was able to trace some carrion bats back to one of their nests. What I found shocked me. The nest itself is a living organism, a mature bat that has been mutated by the darkest of magics. I no longer doubt that demonic forces have corrupted these creatures.
It's always interesting to know, like, that giant blob right there is a mutated bat. Well, you can see its mouth and wings, but it's... Can you imagine the corruption that would happen to a bat in order to be like that? It would just... Ew. That's hell for you. Bunch of chaos. So... Why am I in this cavern? There's, like, my quest doesn't lead me here. That's just a random cave.
Do you want more?
Yes, give me more monsters. Oh. Yeah, alright. A stray arrow kind of. Oh, a waller. Oh. Those are dangerous. I hate wallers.
What a monstrous creature!
That wasn't so bad. You haven't seen nothing yet. But yeah, this is just a random cave, so I want to clear it for the loot. I want to clear it for killing monsters, really. I like that. These things kind of grow on the ground, so that's good. So, oh, and then it goes full circle? Alright. Yep, so I'm gonna go down.
I'm glad that fate has brought us together on this path. Why is that? You fight with both honor and ferocity. I know that a pure soul must burn within you.
I got a pure soul. He said so. So nice. And yeah, like all caves or random caves, they got 2 levels. So the epic loot is gonna be here. More bats.
Do you want more?
I've been thinking, like, there's I guess 2 distinct species of bats in the Diablo realm. I'm trying to make the difference between their names. There's a carrion bat, which are the green ones, and then there's the other ones, which the names fail me right now, but there's a giant loot. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, there's another species of bats that I guess shoot lightning, and we saw them earlier in the cathedral. Oh, this guy has fear, so that's going to be a problem. Not so much, I guess. Just keep shooting. I guess having 2 crossbows really help with the rate of fire, so I like that. Because like I mentioned before, this is probably the first character that I'm doing with dual wielding. Every other time where I'm like using a 2-hander or something like that, like a 2-handed crossbow or a bow, it's so powerful, like in terms of the damage output, that it's hard to go back to dual wielding. Whereas this guy, like, I started dual wielding, and I'm thinking I'm going to try to avoid using a bow or a crossbow. And so far, so good. So, Moon Clan. I wonder, did I already unlock the bola shot? No, it wouldn't be here. Sorry. Not yet. Okay, level 11.
The Tristram fields are fair lands, fertile and temperate. Superstitious farmers kept away from them for quite a while after the fall of Old Tristram. But time has persuaded them to abandon these ridiculous notions and take up the hoe and plough once more. Now they supply crops to both New Tristram and Wortham.
Yeah, there's like a sister town nearby. We'll get to that soon enough.